The blazing sun over California beaches, but behind those heroic lifeguard runs lie secrets, scandals, and tragedies few ever expected. Baywatch is not just a television legend, it is a story of human destiny. After decades, what has happened to the cast? Join Celebrity Time Journey to discover how they have changed by 2026. Number 1. David Hasselhoff as Mitch Buchannon. David Hasselhoff, the iconic face of Baywatch, stepped into the role of Mitch Buchannon with the presence of a real-life hero, a man who runs toward danger when others run away. Born in 1952, he was about 37 years old when the series began in 1989, and by 2026, he is 73. Before Baywatch, Hasselhoff was already famous for Knight Rider, but it was Mitch that elevated him to global stardom. Mitch is a calm, principled leader, representing responsibility and courage, earning the audience's complete trust. His image running along the beach became a pop culture symbol. After Baywatch, Hasselhoff expanded into music, especially gaining fame in Germany. However, his personal life was turbulent. A broken marriage and a widely circulated drunken video shocked the public. Despite this, he rose again, continuing to appear on television and being honored as an entertainment legend. By 2026, David Hasselhoff remains active, attending events and maintaining his status as the Hoff in fans' hearts. Mitch Buchannon is not just a role, it is an immortal symbol of 90s television. Number 2. Pamela Anderson as C.J. Parker. Pamela Anderson appeared in Baywatch like a storm of beauty, portraying C.J. Parker, a seductive yet strong lifeguard. Born in 1967, she was about 25 when she joined in 1992, and by 2026 she is 58. CJ is not only a sex symbol but also a compassionate character, always ready to dive into dangerous waves to save lives. Her slow-motion beach run became one of the most iconic moments in television history. After Baywatch, she became a global sex symbol, appearing on major magazine covers. However, her personal life was full of turmoil, especially her highly publicized marriage to Tommy Lee and the scandal of a leaked private tape. These events kept her in the media spotlight for years. Nevertheless, Pamela reinvented herself as an animal rights activist and author. By 2026, she is seen as a cultural icon who overcame public judgment. CJ Parker is not just a role, it represents an entire golden era of television. Number 3. Yasmine Bleeth as Caroline Holden. Yasmine Bleeth brought to Baywatch a deeply emotional Caroline Holden, a lifeguard both gentle and resilient. Born in 1968, she was about 25 when she joined in 1993, and by 2026, she is 57. Caroline quickly became one of the most beloved characters thanks to her natural beauty and sincere performance. She represented not only elegance but also compassion and dedication. However, after the fame of Baywatch, Yasmine's life took a darker turn. She struggled with drug addiction and was arrested in 2001, shocking the public. She later entered rehabilitation and chose to leave the entertainment industry to focus on her personal life. Since then, she has lived privately, rarely appearing in the media. By 2026, she has nearly disappeared from Hollywood, becoming one of Baywatch's most unfortunate lost stars. Caroline Holden remains alive in audience memories, a beautiful image contrasting with the actress's challenging real-life journey. Number 4. Alexandra Paul as Stephanie Holden. Alexandra Paul portrayed Stephanie Holden, a strong, intelligent, and determined female leader, very different from the typical glamorous image of Baywatch. Born in 1963, she was about 29 when she joined in 1992, and by 2026, she is 63. Stephanie is a symbol of female empowerment on screen, a tough but compassionate leader. This role earned Alexandra recognition for her depth in acting. Unlike many co-stars, her real life has been relatively stable and positive. She is a longtime activist, participating in environmental, human rights, and peace campaigns. She has been arrested multiple times during peaceful protests, evidence of her commitment to her ideals. After Baywatch, she continued acting and producing documentaries. By 2026, Alexandra remains active in activism and is respected not only as an actress but also as a positive influence. Stephanie Holden is not just a character, it reflects Alexandra Paul herself. Number 5. Michael Newman as Mike Newman. Michael Newman is a unique case in Baywatch, a real-life lifeguard who stepped onto the screen. Born in 1957, he was about 32 when he joined in 1989, and by 2026 he is 69. Unlike other actors, Newman brought absolute authenticity to the role of Mike Newman, as it was essentially his real-life identity. His character was not flashy but served as the steady backbone of the lifeguard team, representing unsung heroes. His natural presence and real experience made him stand out. After Baywatch, he returned to lifeguarding and firefighting, dedicating years to public service. He was later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a major shock in his life. Despite this, he has remained optimistic and continues to inspire others. By 2026, he lives a quiet life but is respected as a real-life hero. Mike Newman is not just a role, it is living proof of real-world courage. Number 6. Jeremy Jackson as Hobie Buchannon. Jeremy Jackson entered Baywatch as Hobie Buchannon, Mitch's son, representing rebellious yet emotional youth. Born in 1980, he was only about 11 when he joined in 1991, and by 2026 he is 46. On screen, Hobie grew up before viewers' eyes, facing teenage struggles from family conflicts to self-discovery. This real-time growth made the character relatable and authentic. However, Jeremy Jackson's real life was far more turbulent. After leaving Baywatch, he struggled with drug and alcohol addiction, leading to multiple stints in rehabilitation. He also faced legal troubles, including arrests and jail time related to criminal behavior. These shocks damaged his public image significantly in recent years. However, Jeremy has tried to rebuild his life, appearing in reality shows and sharing his story as a warning. By 2026, he lives more privately, focusing on recovery. Hobie Buchannon remains a childhood memory, but behind it lies a challenging life journey of Jeremy Jackson himself. Number 7. David Chokachi as Cody Madison. David Chokachi brought to life Cody Madison, a young, handsome, and idealistic lifeguard. Born in 1968, he was about 27 when he joined Baywatch in 1995, and by 2026 he is 58. Cody is a likable and approachable character, with optimism and courage that quickly won over audiences. The role made David one of the standout faces of mid-90s Baywatch. However, after leaving the series, his career did not maintain the same peak. Although he continued acting in television and film, he gradually stepped away from Hollywood's spotlight. Unlike many co-stars, David avoided major scandals and maintained a relatively stable personal life. He focused on family and smaller entertainment projects. By 2026, David Chokachi occasionally appears at Baywatch-related events and nostalgic projects. Cody Madison remains a symbol of youthful energy, a lasting part of television memories. Number 8. Nicole Eggert as Summer Quinn. Nicole Eggert appeared in Baywatch as Summer Quinn, a youthful, energetic, and passionate lifeguard. Born in 1972, she was about 20 when she joined in 1992, and by 2026, she is 54. Summer represented youthful enthusiasm, sometimes impulsive, but always willing to help others. The role made Nicole a familiar face on television. She had been a child star before, but Baywatch marked a major turning point. However, life after fame was not easy. Nicole faced financial difficulties and had to join reality shows to maintain income. She was also involved in legal disputes and publicly shared negative experiences in the entertainment industry, drawing media attention. Despite this, she remained dedicated to raising her children and staying active in her own way. By 2026, she lives more privately, occasionally appearing in smaller projects. Summer Quinn remains a symbol of youth, a bright image contrasting with a challenging real-life journey. Number 9. Gena Lee Nolin as Neely Capshaw. Gena Lee Nolin brought to Baywatch a bold Neely Capshaw, seductive, rebellious, and unpredictable. Born in 1971, she was about 24 to 26 when she joined in 1995, and by 2026, she is 55. Neely was not a traditional hero, but a bad girl that audiences both loved and disliked. This complexity made the character memorable and unique. After Baywatch, Gena continued acting with a lead role in Gena, though it did not reach the same success. In real life, she faced serious health issues related to thyroid disease, which affected her appearance and mental well-being. She wrote a book about her journey, inspiring many people. Without major scandals, her life shifted toward family and health. By 2026, Gena Nolin lives a peaceful life, rarely appearing in public. Neely Capshaw remains proof that imperfect characters can still be unforgettable. Number 10. Carmen Electra as Lani McKenzie. Carmen Electra entered Baywatch as Lani McKenzie, one of the most glamorous and striking lifeguards of the late 90s. Born in 1972, she was about 25 when she joined in 1997, and by 2026 she is 54. Lani brought youthful energy, confidence, and sensuality, quickly becoming a new beauty icon of the series. Before Baywatch, Carmen was already known through music and entertainment, but the show solidified her place in Hollywood. However, her life also included major hardships. Her short-lived marriage to Dennis Rodman was highly publicized and turbulent. She also faced deep personal loss when her mother and sister passed away within a short time. Despite this, Carmen continued working in entertainment, appearing in films, television, and reality shows. By 2026, she maintains a positive image and lasting appeal. Lani McKenzie is not just a symbol of beauty, but a story of resilience through adversity. The spotlight, or the price of fame? The secrets behind Baywatch are more shocking than the crashing waves. Whose life story impressed you the most? Comment now, because this story is far from over.